welcome to She Chef Drinks. I know it's been a little while since I put a video out. The last one I put out, and I'll link it below, is me making my fall cocktail. This is a very special cocktail, and it comes from, you guessed it, Peru. It is the nation that my husband comes from, which was a place I knew nothing about, admittedly, before I met him, but since I've learned all about the food, and I've learned about the drinks. The cocktails that come out of Peru are phenomenal, and they're strong. And this one, I would say, is one that you better have a designated driver for. Always drink responsibly, okay guys? So, I want to talk to you today about the Pisco Sour. It is a fabulous drink, hails from Lima, Peru. A gentleman named Mr. Morris came over from the United States. He absolutely loved Pisco, fell in love with it, wanted to find a way to mash his whiskey sour, right, his beloved American whiskey sour, with the Pisco. Hence, Pisco Sour was born. Pisco, talk a little bit about it, right? What is Pisco? For all of you that are like, I've never even heard of Pisco, right? It's from Peru, and it's a brandy. And I know what you're thinking, right? How can a brandy be clear? Well, because it's not aged in a barrel. So, it's a really beautiful, beautiful spirit, and it has its own kind of unique flavor. It doesn't taste like anything I can describe. This particular brand would be really hard to find in the States. You're more likely to find Pisco Porton in the States. My Peruvian husband is helping me behind the camera, by the way. So if you go in a liquor store, you'll ask for Pisco, and you'll most likely see Pisco Porton. It's in a square bottle. It's beautiful, and it works great for this cocktail. So the other thing that I want to talk to you about, because it's a sour, we're going to be using a raw egg in it. And I know what you're thinking, Liza, are you trying to give me food poisoning? No, eggs in the United States are pasteurized, so you're not going to get food poisoning, I promise you. And it's a really simple drink, right? Fresh limes, egg white, not the yolk, ice, Pisco, and simple syrup, which I've got sitting in the fridge. Let me go grab some. I make my own simple syrup, and the name says it. It's simple, okay? Equal parts sugar and water, pop it in the microwave until it comes to a bubble, let it cool down, and you got simple syrup. You can buy it at the store too, but you guys can do it. Come on, if you're making a Pisco Sour, you can make simple syrup. All right, let's go. Are you guys ready? All right, so we start with ice, and we're using a fair amount of ice. And again, when you see the amount of Pisco that goes in this drink, you're gonna be a little bit like, oh, but it's delicious, and yes, it's strong. So we start with our ice, and then we're gonna get our limon, okay? What I learned in my time of making this cocktail and the time I have spent in Peru is that the limon here is different than the limes that you're gonna get in Peru. The limes in Peru are a little smaller and a little more acidic. The ones here are a little sweeter. So it's not gonna probably taste exactly like the one that you're gonna get in Lima, but it's equally as good. You shouldn't let that put you off from giving it a try. Always roll your limes to get the juices going, right? An interesting little factoid, in Peru right now, it's summertime. Here, it's wintertime. Nothing makes me crave like a summery drink more than wintertime. And I can like imagine being on the beach and being at Larcomar in Peru right now. So I would be drinking one of these probably if I was there. So we squeeze our lime in, right? And what we're going for is I usually do about a half of a lime per cocktail. I'm making 2 cocktails because, you know, you gotta give the videographer a drink too, right? So, so it's gonna be a whole lime. If you're making it for more people, you can get, there's like a powdered mix that you can get where you just throw it in a blender and you mix it together and bing, bang, boom, and it's done. But this is the better way to do it, especially, you know, if you're having people over, it's usually gonna be people that you like if you're making them a Pisco Sour. So get all your lime juice out of there. Next thing I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna crack my egg, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it over a bowl, and I'll tell you why. I don't wanna get any eggshells in my drink. I don't wanna get any yolk in my drink. So this kind of takes the error out of it, right? So in with your egg whites. Do not be scared. I've made this a million times. I've never, ever gotten sick. Okay? And then next comes the best part, Pisco. So, this one's a doozy, guys. So we're gonna do 1 ounce, measured out. You ready for this? This is just for 2 cocktails. 2 ounces. So 2 ounces per cocktail. I've seen recipes with 3. It was a little too strong for me. So I just do 2 ounces per cocktail, and that seems to be enough to do it. But again, this is a sour. This is a liquor-based drink. So, you know, when you're drinking this, you don't need more than 1 or 2, and you know, you're good. You're good to go. So last thing we're gonna add in is our homemade simple syrup, or you can get your store-bought, whichever makes you happy. 1 ounce per cocktail. So 1 and done, and then another 1. Again, we're making 2 cocktails. All right, on with our top. My favorite part, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. And you know, do it with spirit. You can even do a little salsa while you do it, you know, have a little fun in the kitchen. That's what it's all about, right? Making cocktails, having fun, sharing this with your friends and saying, hey, look at this really insanely cool cocktail that I learned from my friend Liza. So we're gonna give this a shake. And then, you know what, I think I'm gonna shake it even more because the egg whites, what you're trying to do is get those egg whites to really foam up. So I really wanna, I mean, I'm shaking it. I'm getting a workout. Okay, so what we're gonna do, and we're gonna do that pour, and look at how gorgeous that is, right? The color is beautiful. You're not gonna taste egg at all, so don't worry about that. But you get this lovely foam. It smells so good. It smells like summer in Lima. Oh, I miss Lima. And you get this gorgeous foam on top, right? And you think, oh, okay, all done, right, Liza? No. Anytime you've seen pictures of this cocktail, you're always gonna see it with a little bit of bitters on top, okay? I've had it with, this is orange bitters, and this is Angostura bitters. I prefer this one because you get a really beautiful color and the flavor's really nice. And I'm gonna do 3 drops. I'm sure there was probably some symbolic thing behind the 3, you know, but you know, 2, 3. I just think it looks really pretty. Tastes fabulous. Guys, take a look at that. How good does that look? And they're so delicious. Let me give it a try. I mean, it could be bad. So, oh, it smells so good. And it's one of those things that you'll start drinking this and you'll be like, oh, this doesn't have that much alcohol. So, so good. Not too sweet. So if you're like, I don't want anything that's going to be like blazing sweet, right? Not too sweet, balanced with the sourness of that lime, that beautiful Pisco in there, and topped with just that little bit of bitters. This is a beautiful cocktail. You guys are gonna love it. Please give it a try. Let me know what you think. And you know, if you get a chance to check out like a Peruvian restaurant near you, generally they serve something like this so you can try it. And if you, of course, get to Lima, Peru, go if you can, but I hope you enjoy this cocktail. I've really enjoyed teaching this to you and sharing a little bit of my life with you as far as my life with my husband and being married to a Peruvian. So I'm so glad I could share this with you, and I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching.